Okay, hey YouTube, this is Kirko Kaiser. I'm going to be doing a open-handed play video. The point of this is to see the hands of both plays and have them explained and hopefully get insight out of it and be entertained. So this time we're going to have Spike Brothers and Gold Paladin. So Spike Brothers, just how who goes first, roll that right off the table. There we go. A 1. Looks like Gold Paladin go first. Yeah, Gold Paladin go first. Alright. So, starting hand for Spike Brothers. Get rid of these zeros. We got 2 2s and a 1. We need to get to that 3, and we could use some more 1s, so we'll shuffle back to the 2. Draw 3. Dropping stuff. 1, 2, 3. There we go. We got some grade 3s. Right, and then the Gold Paladins draw. Send back these zeros. She's only good in the deck. And then we have these two. Hopefully we get another grade 1, and then we can superior ride on turn 2. There's a 3. We don't even need a superior ride. 2 and 1. Oh wow. It's going to turn out to be a very good hand, it looks like. Right. So Gold Paladins start first. Looks like we're riding Gareth. Gareth or the Cherrigal. So we'll just probably team the Cherrigal up with our Vanguard later, and see the Vanguard's counterblast actually summon a rear guard rather than boost them. So ride Gareth and then turn. Spike Brothers turn. Draw a critical. That's stupid. We ride our only option. Wonder Boy. Move Smart Leader to the rear guard. Since we don't have a decent thing to boost them with, we want to keep these triggers in hand. And then we'll have Wonder Boy attack. No sense guarding. It will be difficult to guard without using a 10. Our hand doesn't have anything to really guard, and it helps to have at least one damage early on, in case you hit heal trigger. So drive check, draw trigger, draw 1, and the attack hits the Gold Paladin Vanguard. Damage trigger, critical. That's kind of a waste. Right, back to Gold Paladins. So our options: the Bowman and the Slagle. We could superior ride this turn. The thing I like about Gold Paladins is when you superior ride like this, you're not taking a minus. Your Vanguard was free to start off. Then you're using this card, because when you ride your Vanguard, it doesn't change anything. I mean, when you superior ride, you're replacing this card with the Vanguard you call out of the deck. So you're basically just giving up the one Gareth. And when you consider the fact that you twin drive a turn early and get the early +1, you make up for it. So even though we probably won't keep Azelle as our Vanguard, we'll do it a turn early just because of the advantage it creates. Yep. Remove them. Right. Now another thing we have to consider is Chergal and Garmor. They work even as rear guards together, but being able to ride him a couple times, and each time I ride, calling out a guy sounds really good too. Gonna need counterblast for him, so I don't think I'll be able to spend 4 right there. So let's call the Garmor here, and the Slagle here, and the other two we'll save in our hand for a better time. And since it's golds, we don't play any stands, but we'll want to make sure at least one of our 2 rearguard attacks will hit anyway, because if they hit a trigger and boost and then we don't, we'll want to make sure at least one of our 2 rearguard attacks will get in. So we'll start by first having Slagle attack. Can easily block that with a 5 guard. I'm going to need more cards in my hand later for my Vanguard's counterblast. I'll let it hit, especially since I want to have at least 1 damage to start healing, and maybe boost my Vanguard and make it easier to defend. Damage trigger, nothing. Now the Vanguard will attack for 12, no guard. Drive check. Second check. Another Garmor. Damage check, critical. Part of the Vanguard making him 13. So now the rear guard Garmor can't get through. See, that's exactly why we had Slagle attack first, because if we had to attack first, hit no trigger, and this happened, both of our rear guards would have been wasted. Stand Wonder Boy, draw for turn. Right, our only choice, Black Panther. Move the Smart Leader forward. Call Wonder Boy for his booster. Actually, call Wonder Boy for the Vanguard booster. Call the Draw Trigger for the Smart Leader, so I can hit the 10 mark. And now we'll have the Black Panther attack for 18 at the Vanguard. No guard, because we'd have to, even if we 10 guarded, they could still boost over it. Drive check. 1 damage dealt. That's a waste. That's a good card. Alright, now Cheerful Lynx boosts his Smart Leader and attacks for 10 at Slagle, which is cool because he doesn't even have to hit the Vanguard, just anybody, and he can go off. And with this kind of hand, we could defend the Slagle using Bowman. No, Slagle's gonna have to either get a booster or power up later to start attacking bigger guys. So let's just let him die. It will make it easier on ourselves and draw a card out of their hand. Smart Leader will now move to Soul and call from the hand Skydiver. basically just a bigger version of Smart Leader. Now we'll have Skydiver attack the Vanguard. Let it hit, and they could call another guy. Sure, they'd be doing lots of damage, but we're drawing out cards from their hand, and we kind of want to keep these because we're going to need to use the Garmor's abilities to call out boosters. So we'll let that attack hit. Critical. Power up the Vanguard to 15. See, at this point, if Skydiver activated, whoever he called wouldn't be big enough to attack the Vanguard. Unless we just wanted to call him and Soul Blast, which would kind of just be a waste for one hit. So we won't even use Skydiver's hit now that they power up the Vanguard. Another reason to not guard. Alright, back to Gold Paladins. Slagle Sword. We'll ride Garmor now. Counter Blast 2. We'll call out, since we got Slagle, Chergal, call out another Slagle. And we'll call the Bauman, the Chergal, and the second Slagle. And these two are big enough now that hitting a trigger on the Vanguard won't be enough to just not let the Vanguard attack. So now we can start having the Vanguard attack. Because we Superior Road, we have quite a bit of soul. So it's almost not a point in Soul Blasting just yet. And they won't guard. They probably, even if we attacked for 16, they wouldn't guard it anyway, probably. So we won't even waste the resource. We'll just attack for 16, which Spike Brothers really doesn't have anything to block that, even if we wanted, except our 2 10s, and that would be a waste for one attack, especially the Vanguard. So drive check, second check. Wow, 2 gear. Damage check, draw trigger. Power of the Vanguard, and draw 1. Alright. Now Bauman and Slagle will attack for 10 or 17. I mean, we do 17 at the Panther. They can 5 guard it, so we'll use the 17. On the Skydiver set, they have the 10 guard to protect him, but it's not worth it because we have these 2 Juggernauts and the Emperor, and if we let some attack, and if we let even one attack hit our Vanguard, we have limit break, massive attack combos next turn, so we won't. And now the second Garmor teams up with Slagle and swings for 17 at the Vanguard. And we'll let it hit. Alright. Stand and draw. Ride Deadly Emperor, called Juggernaut and Juggernaut. Since we're gonna go all out and the opponent has 3 damage and a critical could easily make it game, we're actually going to call one of these grade 0s for a booster. First, a Juggernaut attacks, Soul Blasting up to 16 at the Vanguard. Yeah, with this kind of hand, this is a really bad situation for the Gold Paladins. We're going to have to start hitting triggers for the Gold Paladins to really live through this. Or use up both of our Garrus and our Bauman. Even a critical would kill us pretty much anyway. It's going to be 5 attacks this turn. If we block that now, The other one goes through. That puts that 4 the Vanguard attacks. If it's critical, it's game. Yeah, there's really no point in even guarding this. We have to hope for triggers to get through it, really. Damage check. Heal trigger. We can't heal, though, but at least it's a boost to the Vanguard. Now, the second Juggernaut. Oh, this one went back. Attacks. Soul Blasting up to 16. At the 1500 Vanguard would be pointless, so we'll attack the rear guard to get it out of the way. So that kills the Bowman. Juggernaut goes back. Now Dudley Emperor attacks using his limit break, putting 2 cards from the hand into the soul, and calling out the same 2 Juggernauts, so that they're extra boost and help finish the game off. So that's 21 at the 15. I could guard for up to 25, but it won't matter. There's no point in guarding this kind of setup. A critical will just pretty much end it. Drive check. Chair girl. Second check. Heal trigger. With Spike Brothers can heal. So heal 1. Give the extra boost to the Juggernaut who hasn't attacked. And then attack hits. 1 damage. Right. Links. Boost this Juggernaut up to 16. And Soul Blast so we can try and force the game to end. So 21 to the 1500 Vanguard. They have to 10 guard to block it. And all they have is 10, and there's another attack left, so we just gotta let the attack through. And that's the game. It's just a draw trigger.